This tier was a mistake. Why did we go down to ZU? We should have just stopped at PU. Poliwag is broken. Crocodile's the fucking best Pokemon. This tier was a mistake. Holy shit. Poliwag was a truly terrifying Pokemon when it was allowed in GSC ZU. If you are knowledgeable on GSC lower tiers, you know Poliwhirl is one of the best Pokemon in PU, decent in NU, and viable, albeit quite bad, in UU. The reason for this is the combination of two moves, Lovely Kiss and Belly Drum. Poliwhirl can sleep something with Lovely Kiss, and then use Belly Drum. Poliwhirl is a fair sweeper in all three tiers under the right circumstances, and sleep is very useful support. Inspired by its older brother, Poliwag did the exact same thing in ZU. It was so effective at it that it was banned in late 2021, about a year after GSC ZU was created. It had been controversial ever since the tier was made, and its ban was very justified. You might be thinking, hey, surely Poliwag wasn't that bad. Its attack is dirt low, its bulk is poor, and it doesn't even learn Earthquake like Poliwhirl does. At plus 6, Poliwag only hits 792 attack, and it must use Hidden Power or Return for physical moves. Oh, I will tell you why it deserved to be banned. Let's go into all the shit Poliwag pulled when it was still in this tier. For some reason, Poliwag has the same speed as Poliwhirl. This evolution line goes from 90 speed with Poliwag and Poliwhirl to 70 speed with Poliwrath and Politoed. Poliwag isn't complaining though, because my god is 90 base speed amazing in GSC ZU. The only Pokemon who outspeed Poliwag are Diglett and Yanma. Diglett needs Soft Sand to KO Poliwag after Belly Drum, while Yanma was never very good in the first place. Yanma was also unreliable at revenge killing Poliwag because of its general badness. Thanks to this, Belly Drum Poliwag is a terrifying sweeper. After a Belly Drum, Poliwag reaches 792 attack, which is enough to seriously threaten everything in this tier. GSC ZU has no Steel or Ghost types, and only a handful of Rock types. Nothing wants to take a boosted return from Poliwag. Poliwag 2-hit KOs everything in GSC ZU after a Belly Drum, while the few normal resists can be 2-hit KO'd by Hidden Power Ground. Frail or offensive Pokemon like Smoochum, Magby, and Diglett were also just O-code. It wasn't difficult for Poliwag to set up as well, because of Lovely Kiss. If Poliwag was against something like Magby, then it could sleep it with Lovely Kiss, Belly Drum, KO it, and then terrorize the opposing team. Lovely Kiss was also crucial against grass types. While Bayleaf could tank a boosted return, Poliwag could just sleep it and then win the matchup. If Poliwag Lovely Kiss a Rest Talk user, like Crocodile, then they would be at the mercy of Sleep Talk. If they pulled Rest as Poliwag used Belly Drum, then that is real bad. Poliwag was a terrifying late game cleaner. When Pokemon that could tank a boosted attack, like Togetic, Bayleaf, Crocodile, or Onix, were weakened or gone, then Poliwag could easily sweep. Even if Poliwag didn't sweep, it often took one thing out and heavily dented another. Poliwag could also change up its Hidden Power, which could invalidate some of its checks. Hidden Power flying with Oko Bayleaf, Ivysaur, and Weeping Bell at plus 6 attack, while Hidden Power rock with Oko Togetic. Without Hidden Power Ground, Poliwag becomes worse against Onix, but Onix often boons on Crocodile, so it won't be around much. While Poliwag's bulk was quite poor, its Mono Water typing let it set up on Rest Talk Ice Beam Crocodile, aka the most common Pokemon in the tier. That is, if it comes in on a rest. Poliwag was a super unhealthy addition to GSC ZU. If it was just a 90 speed Belly Drummer, it would probably be fine, but Lovely Kiss just made it way too much. There were only 2 Pokemon faster than it, and both were mons you could just slap on every team. Poliwag was simply too powerful. While its lack of defensive utility hurt it, offensively, it was a monster. Lovely Kiss's mischance often turned games into a roulette wheel, and Hidden Power made it so that your few checks could just lose. Diglett and Yanma were the only Pokemon who could revenge kill it, and everything else could be beaten with smart play. Even Diglett and Yanma could lose if Poliwag regained enough health from leftovers. Poliwag provided nothing of value to the tier, and it was too hard to consistently deal with. As such, it was voted on in November 2021. Poliwag had been terrorizing the tier ever since it was created. When GSCZU first came into existence in December 2020, people already thought it would be broken. Bass 90 speed alongside Belly Kiss, that's Belly Drum and Lovely Kiss, just seemed too much. At first, people were using Poliwag wrong, since they were using it as a lead. Lead Poliwag wasn't a good idea. You wanted to keep this thing for the late game. Back then, War Turtle was in the tier, and it was a decent answer since it could tank boosted return and then use Haze or Roar. Then War Turtle got banned. Oops. Poliwag continued to terrorize GSCZU for the rest of 2021. It came in, slept something, belly drummed, and then caused havoc. By September, people were sick of this little shit. It was announced that a Poliwag test would happen soon. In November, that test happened. A dozen GSCZU players, including myself actually, were asked to vote ban or do not ban on Poliwag. For some weird reason, my dumbass voted do not ban, but it didn't matter. 7 people voted ban, and 3 people voted do not ban. Poliwag was banned from GSCZU on November 29th, 2021, and oh boy, it has not been missed.